Hello everyone, welcome back to Auto Car Review. Today we have something truly special, a car inspired by the legendary coupe of the past, but reimagined for the future. The 2026 Volkswagen Karmann Ghia. This is not just a facelift or a modern trim. Volkswagen has brought back one of its most iconic silhouettes, redesigned it from the ground up, and packaged it as a fully electric coupe with plenty of nostalgia and innovation threading through its DNA. As you see it rolling on screen, you can't help but feel that sense of déjà vu if you're familiar with the 1950s and 60s Karmann Ghia models. The proportions, the low curving roofline, the smooth transitions from fenders to doors, it all still feels timelessly elegant. Yet this is very much a new machine, wider track, flush LED lighting, and sharp creases that give it a modern boldness without losing that classic soul. This new Karmann Ghia rides on Volkswagen's modular electric drive kit, or MEB platform. The same skateboard architecture that underpins the ID.4 and other VW Group EVs. But unlike those buxier utilities, this is a purpose-built coupe, with a wheelbase stretched out for graceful balance. The fenders are bold without flaring excessively, and the beltline is purposely low so the car looks athletic and sculptural at a glance. The front end gives an homage to the iconic grille-less look, with a smooth panel and slim LED bar, but it's unmistakably contemporary. The rear, too, with its full-width lighting, is sleek and cohesive. Take a closer look at the side mirrors, or rather, the cameras. In many markets, they're still optional, but this is the direction. Air resistance is minimized, aero is optimized, and it helps that they just look cool in motion. Even the wheels have a retro-modern design classic 5-spoke shapes, but filled in and machined for efficiency and style. Slide inside, and you're greeted by a driver-centric cabin that blends vintage cues and digital polish. The steering wheel shape is a 2-spoke design with a thin top bar reminiscent of original Ghias, but centered inside is a clean digital hub. Behind it lies a high-race digital cluster giving all the essentials: speed, energy flow, range, driver, assist info, all in crisp, customizable formats. The center display is prominent but not oversized, perfectly placed for access to navigation. Energy settings and entertainment. One of the most charming touches is the material palette. Contrast: stitched leather, wood, or walnut trim, brushed metal accents. These warm and tactile surfaces contrast wonderfully with the slick digital screens, balancing analog comfort with modernity. There's even an old-school toggle for the air conditioning, fan functional and satisfying, and a nod to manual controls of the past. Passenger space is surprising. The roof is low, but clever packaging has created real comfort for front occupants. Rear seating is compact but usable, ideal for short trips or children, keeping with the tradition of 2+2 seating the originals often had. The trunk opens wide, an electric liftback design that makes loading groceries or a weekend bag effortless. The old Karmann Ghias lived with small, awkward boot lids. This one gives you real practicality. Under the skin, this coupe packs choice. In power, base versions are single-motor rear drive, good for around 250 horsepower and brisk acceleration 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in around 6.5 seconds. Opting for dual-motor all-wheel drive boosts output closer to 350 horsepower, trimming 0 to 100 to under 5 seconds. Top-of-the-line rumored prototypes even flirt with 400 horsepower, firmly placing them in sports car territory. Impressively, VW claims ranges up to 550 kilometers on the WLTP cycle for larger battery variants, although real world should settle near 500 kilometers. Still commendable for a sporty coupe. Fast charging makes this daily drivable, from 10% to 80% in about 25 to 30 minutes on 150 kilowatts DC chargers. Home charging plugs in at 11 to 22 kilowatts AC rates for overnight topping up. After all, nostalgia taught us patience, but modern drivers expect convenience. Drivers will appreciate the adaptive air suspension option, which lowers the car at high speeds for improved stability, then raises for comfort around town. Combined with the low center of gravity of an AVE, the handling feels composed yet engaging. Precision steering and near 50 to 50 weight distribution deliver confidence through corners. Feedback is suppressed enough for serenity, but tuned just enough to remind you you're in something special. Sound is carefully engineered. Inside is near-silent EV bliss, with faux engine notes optional for those who miss combustion-era growl. Outside, the Karmann Ghia emits light tonal cues for pedestrians, pleasant but purposeful. Blending safety with brand identity. Safety tech is abundant. Lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise, 360 camera, blind spot monitoring, automated emergency braking with pedestrian detection, you name it. But the best is the optional head-up display, which projects speed, navigation, and assist info onto a transparent panel, keeping focus forward. For a car steeped in classic aesthetics, VW didn't miss a beat on modern functionality. Purchasing this coupe won't be cheap. Early estimates suggest pricing starting around 55,000 euros in Europe, with higher trims pushing past 70,000 euros in the US. Expect anywhere from $60,000 to $80,000, depending on options and battery selection. It's premium territory, but it's pitched to those who love the original or dreamed of it and want nostalgia without compromise. Now, enthusiasts will wonder, is this just a marketing nostalgia play or a thoughtful revival? From what we've gathered, Volkswagen approached it with reverence. They studied vintage Ghias for proportions, incorporated designers of the original's lineage, and retained craftsmanship values. But they also innovated where it counts modern tech: efficiency, performance, and safety. So it's a bridge across eras. Not a museum restoration. Critics might say it's heavy, around 1,900 kilograms curb weight, or lacks visceral noise. But we'd argue EVs are different, and this car excels within EV constraints. It's not a raw sports car, it's a grand touring coupe with soul, style, and substance. Anticipate rivals. Some will whisper Porsche 718 Cayman for handling, but price and pedigree differ. The Polestar 2 or BMW i4 deliver EV performance too, but lack the classic form. This Karmann Ghia expands the EV landscape into realms of emotional connection, a hero component missing from many modern EV designs. Let's address charging infrastructure, since range anxiety remains real. VW offers an integrated service that includes home wall unit installation, plus Europe's Ionity network, and in the US partnerships with Electrify America. That gives buyers access to reliable fast charging. And with over-the-air software updates, this car will improve over time sound profiles, drive modes, navigation features, even suspension calibration, all evolving post-sale. Cultural impact. Expect a resurgence of vintage-inspired car launches. Triumph, maybe even Alfa Romeo could follow. But VW is first to market with an iconic revival. Social media buzz is amplifying nostalgia. Thousands are pinning renderings of VW Ghias, lighting hope in EV forums. Reddit threads show fans reacting, "I saw that too, so tempting to get a classic style with modern features." Sure, someone has done an electric conversion. Someone has surely done a KG, since it would be practically identical. Reddit's proof of demand. People don't just want electric transport. They want personality and heritage. So here's the bottom line. The 2026 VW Karmann Ghia delivers a rare combination: classic beauty, everyday usability, modern performance, and electric efficiency. It's not for everyone. Pricey, heavy by pure performance standards, and EV only. But for those who value style and history, yet want no compromise in comfort or tech, it's a dream realized. As this lands in showrooms later this year, we'll get more seat time, real-world range test, and deeper insight. But from what we can tell, Volkswagen honored the past without pretending it's 1960. They embraced the future, blending nostalgia with innovation. It's a love letter to an icon and a smart blueprint for reviving heritage in an electric era. That's our full walkthrough of the 2026 Volkswagen Karmann Ghia. Hope you enjoyed the ride through time and tech. Leave a comment below. Would you buy one? What specs matter most? Range, speed, price, or just the looks? Thanks for watching Auto Car Review. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss in-depth reviews, comparisons, and updates on the Karmann Ghia, and more. See you on the next drive.